Okay, whoa, it is I, Bones McKay, here to talk to you about how to edit. This is a really late video today because you know what I did today? I bathed 5 animals. 3 were dogs and 2 were cats. And man, I got clawed up by a cat. He's really sad. But I did all that and I totally was like kept putting off the video, and now I don't have a script, but I do have half a bottle of wine and vermouth mixed together because I didn't have a whole bottle of wine, but I wanted to, yeah. So this is a horrible video, and if you want to learn how to edit, I would just stop right now. Okay, so editing, right? The thing about scripts is that 90% of what you're doing is going to be editing them, and it's completely impossible. Like, it's just really impossible. Like, how do you do it? Nobody knows. I remember being like ready to edit my novels because I used to do novels. I still do novels. What am I talking about? I have a novel coming out. Man, okay, what was I saying? But 90% of the time you're going to be editing, and there's like no guides on how to do it because basically you're screwed because no one gets this far is kind of what I've come to the conclusion of. And if you've gotten this far, you're going to come to realize that editing is just writing, but doing it better the second time. Like, everyone's just going to be like, man, edit is where you look at all the things you did wrong and you fix them. And what did you do wrong? All the same things that I was telling you to do in all the other 50 freaking videos. 78 videos. 50 because I didn't write them all. But yeah, like, what are you supposed to do? Nobody knows. And that's why this video is stupid and hard to talk about. Because when it comes down to editing, basically what you do is you put it away, you lock it in a closet far away from you, maybe go work on your character designs, and you just stay away from it. That's the first step to editing your novel / comic book, because this is a comic book talk. The first step is you throw it away and you never look at it again until you feel strong enough. You're going to feel strong enough like 10 minutes after doing it. Sorry, there's dogs shrieking upstairs. But you're going to feel excellent 10 minutes after finishing your novel, but you're also then going to go into like this stage where you hate everything and you don't want to fix it. Also not a prime time to edit. The prime time to start editing is 30 days minimum after you've already had the whole thing written out, and then you go back and you edit it. And as I have said 50 times right now, man, I feel like I've been talking for hours. But like, the deal is that, I don't know, you fix it. Some people can help you with it. They're called beta readers. I'll be doing another video sober about that. I've just been sitting on this topic, like, how do you edit? And I realized it just eventually comes to you through practice. You know how I learned to edit? I made 12 novels and just didn't finish them until eventually I understood. It just, like, you have to see the matrix at some point, and that's how you learn to edit. And editing's really hard. I watched the H Bomber guy video about director's cuts, and man, that's like editing. At some point, you need it like kicked out of your hand, and then no one should touch it ever again because it's just a mess. And eventually it's like a mess, but like in a way that people find charming, and they keep it and they love it forever. That's another thing, right? Like books, comics, even your most terrible pretty mouths, like they're loved by somebody, and somebody will love your book even if it's terrible, because people have bad taste. And editing is where you try and make the most flavorful pasta for like mass market consumption. But sometimes, you know, someone likes their pasta weird. Like, everyone has that grandpa who overcooks their steak to a crisp. Like, everyone I talk to, their grandpas are like this. And normal humans aren't like grandpas that like burnt steaks, but someone does like them. So, yeah, someone will find your terrible writing avant-garde and you're going to be fine. Man, I don't know what I'm talking about. This is a horrible idea. Why did Ursula allow me to do this? But if you want to make it good, usually when you read it like a month later, you're going to look at it and you're like, wow, that's terrible. There's so many things I could fix. And that's a good idea to do, is fix those things you find terrible. Looking to a beta reader, other good idea if they find it terrible. Basically, for me, my litmus test was, as soon as I get like at least 2 beta readers being like, dang, this is good, I'm gonna publish. And that's what I did. Except for comics. Comics are just a freaking tomato, man. They're just, how has it only been 5 minutes? This is what it's like to write my scripts here for these videos, is like I sit for hours and hours and hours pondering how the frick are you supposed to write things. And I used to read all this stuff on like how to write, but now I'm like, done that, been there. I already know, you just do it. And then I'm like a terrible teacher. And how many videos has this been? It's like we're coming up on 80, and I see like I have like 9 left to write. Much better topics about pitching and stuff. I'm tired of talking about writing. I just want to go home. Like, I feel like I've been on the longest bus trip. Like, that's what the 100 Days of Comics is. It's this big, long bus trip that never ends forever. And you're just on this bus, and it smells like farts because you're on a bus, and they have to empty the toilet as you've been on it for months. So it's just a bunch of build-up fart juice in the back. You can't make it across America in a bus like this. That's the 100 Days of Challenges comics. Like, don't do it ever. Like, this is my message to young comic artists, is like, do 100 Days of Comics, do 30 minutes a day, but don't do videos. Whose stupid idea was it to do this? Was it mine or Ursula's? Ursula already did this once. Like, why didn't she warn me that this would be the stupidest plan we've ever come up with? Did you guys like my vlog? I edited a vlog yesterday. That was fun. A whole bunch of people watched it because it was not this. Because no one likes the pain of comics. No one wants to be here learning. Learning is for chumps. Whoever is listening to this is a chump. You're not a chump. Thank you for learning. Stay in school. But also, get off the bus. Man, take a break. Look around. Enjoy nature. Nature is great. I'm going to the zoo tomorrow. Man, edit your comics when you feel better. Get drunk when you write, so that when you edit, you have something to do. I've cracked the code. I'm amazing. I haven't even finished this. I should at least finish this bottle. I'm going to go to the zoo, and I'm going to be hungover. And an elephant is... Wait, there's no elephants at the zoo. Something's gonna trumpet in my ear, and I'm gonna kamikaze. I don't know what's kamikaze. Do you guys remember the game Worms? That game, man, that was crazy. My uncle used to play that all the time. The holy hand grenade, that made me laugh so hard. That and the sheep made me laugh so hard, and I always wanted them. And then in the games they had none of the cool items, and I was really depressed. Was it like for the PlayStation where it just sucked? I also didn't understand how to play the game, because I would want to be walking around as a worm, and then my time would end. And heck, I don't know. Please don't title this video How to Edit, because it clearly isn't about that anymore. Can we title this video Bones' Mental Breakdown, and do parentheses emotional, parentheses drunk? Is this family friendly? Don't put drunk in the title. We won't get monetized. I really care about being monetized because my life sucks and I want more wine. It has crows on it. It's Crow Conspiracy. It's conspiracy. Wait, it's Raven Conspiracy. Why isn't it Crow Conspiracy? Wouldn't that be better alliteration? Ursula, do you know that I get like really sweaty when I get drunk? I feel really sweaty. Don't put that in. But I'm just sweat. Oh my god. That's so much. Alright, guys. This has been a video. Happy 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know how to end this. Goodbye.